Testing.
I got it all hooked up. I think we're good to go. Everything seems to be working. I even did a little mic test. Although it feels like based off how much music did go live. I don't know if that was true. Please hold on. All good. Yeah, this feels like a good this is normal feedback. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, Saints fans, we are in Allison at the North Butler Field, and we are playing Nashua tonight.
Yes, it has been a busy day for the girls.
It has been.
They had a game earlier today at 1 p.m. against Central Springs, and they did fall in that contest 4-3. But it sounds like it was a very good game.
Yes, good game. That's what I heard too. The Jode Show wasn't able to be present. We did try to get it streamed down there, but due to technical difficulties, as always, it seems with us, or our fill-ins, it didn't work out. So, our apologies. Shout out to Josie Jewell today. She did hit a 3-run home run
Nice.
today at Central Springs, so that was pretty exciting.
Fun. And then the rest of the week, tomorrow we are in Northwood for a varsity doubleheader. Starting, I think 6 o'clock, but we could verify.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday we are at home with Newman. That's a varsity JV doubleheader starting at 6. And then on Thursday we are actually back down here in Allison playing North Butler, which will be a varsity JV doubleheader. And that is a remake from or a reschedule from a rainout. So we are fitting in all these conference games and
praying for no rainouts this week.
yeah.
So, absolutely.
Yep. So far so good.
We'll be 2 for 2 for today. That's almost more than last week.
That's
already.
right. Oh, darn weather.
But it is beautiful out here in Allison.
Yeah, it is nice.
Shout out to the concession stand. They do have a good Bearcat burger here. Cold Diet Dew. I don't know. North Butler and Nashua played against each other. Or do they play after us?
That is a great question.
Todd, did North Butler and Nashua play before? After. Okay.
So yeah, so North Butler and Nashua are playing after us. So Nashua's had a busy day. I think Central Springs was going to Northwood tonight to play in Northwood, so they were making up a couple games today too. So the conference is busy making up all these games, trying to get them in.
The umps are probably doing double time here too.
Right.
So they really didn't, I don't know if they're doing any announcements or if they're just getting right into the game here. And we haven't done an actual anthem either, so who knows? See what happens.
Game on.
Happy 4th of July week to everybody. We had a nice long weekend coming up. Lots of festivities going on. Osage parade
So Saints are the home team for this contest, and out on the field we have Macy Meyer catching, Lexi Jewell pitching, Al Frine at first, Lila Knowlton at second, McKenna Norby at short, Lakin Evans at third. I would guess it would be Josie Jewell in left, JC Johnston in center.
And Lainey Hannah was warming up in right.
Okay.
All right. Let's start us off with Hillets. Boys are down in Waterloo playing North Lynn tonight.
Ooh, that should be a good contest.
Foul ball.
Oh, geez. And the Jode Show
Coming back
is in
at us.
foul territory.
Yes, we are.
We start with a strike.
Should have brought our gloves with us tonight.
Yep.
Ball high. Thank you. 1-1 count. We are just getting started. We are in the top of the first inning. Swing 'em it.
Strike two. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes to this first batter of the ball game.
There it is.
Foul ball.
Foul ball. Heading towards the truck. Lexi's got 2 balls, 2 strikes on this ball. There it is. Ooh,
Oh, good
inside.
pitch. All right, let's go get this first batter.
Full count. There it is. Ooh.
Wow, that looks pretty good, but it's a walk.
That'll walk our first batter up down to first base. It's a runner at first base for Nashua, no outs. We have no announcing tonight. I'm gonna go get the picture of the.
Okay. Have the lineup. Sounds good. First pitch is a strike here. Just starting off the ball game on the second batter. First batter was walked, so that Nashua has a runner at first. Back to the pitcher. Over to first for out number 1. The runner does advance to second. Saints have 1 out. I'll bring up the number 3 batter. Foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, 0-2 count. Yeah, that one. And then audio mixer. But off, it says off. Okay. And the ball is not caught at first base. That will score a run. And the runner is safe at first. miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saints have 1 out. Nashua did score 1 run, so we are down 1-0. Foul ball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball to Lakin at third. We're out number 2. Holds the runner at 1. The Saints have 2 down.
Okay, I did get a picture up there of my house. That's what I went to go do.
Excellent.
What number do we have up that here?
We have,
It's a little bit different without the announcers, so.
yes it is. I think this is
Okay,
their
so
number
this
4
is
batter, Bailey.
Bailey Bond,
Bailey Bond.
and she is playing second base for them tonight.
Okay. Saints need to get this last out and go hit.
All right, so Lexi's got a 2-1 count, 2 down for the Saints. Nashua has a runner at first. And they did score a run. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count. There it is, ball's in play.
Ball's in play.
Oh, Lila. And she, oh,
She
I think
sticks
she
with
threw
it.
that with her glove.
Yep, she did.
She did, didn't she?
She bobbled it but stayed with it and got
Yeah.
the out at first.
Crossed her out with her glove, and Lexus was able to keep it in her hand. Yeah.
Okay, so after the top of the first, Saints are down 1-0.
Maybe we'll start off our first inning hitting like we did at Central Springs.
Yeah, let's do that, Joel.
Yeah, that was
We want to watch.
fun. Exactly. The Jode show didn't make it, so of course we didn't see the Josie Jewell home run and the excitement of that game. So we thought maybe it was just our luck that, or they're bringing bad luck to them. So hopefully that's not the case here. All right, so it looks like we're starting off with Macy, Lexi, and I'm assuming it's McKenna.
I bet you're right, Jode.
First part of our lineup. Macy, Lexi, McKenna, Josie. All right, let's go, Macy. Poke one out there. Let's answer back immediately, rather than waiting an inning or two to get that.
That's a great plan.
Back.
This is a different girl that we faced the first time we played Nashua, I think.
I think you're right. First pitch was a ball. So if you're just joining, we are in the bottom of the first inning now. The score is currently 1-0 in Nashua's favor. There it is. 1-1. Ooh, there it is. Yep.
Good cut.
A little ahead of it, maybe.
inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was her off-speed pitch, it appeared to be. Ooh, swing and a miss. Got her on a high ball. Base will go down, striking out.
And we'll bring up Lexi Jewell. We need a base runner, Jode.
We do.
Make some good contact here.
Foul ball.
Nice.
0-1 count for Lex. 1 down for the Saints. A little low.
So we're in the bottom of the first. Saints have 1 out. Score is 1-0 in favor of Nashua. Currently batting is Lexi Jewell. She has 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ball's in play. Hard hit to
There we go.
the shortstop and the third baseman. Good start.
All right, that brings up McKenna Norby. McKenna's going to have to be patient.
Imagine maybe a few
McKenna
foul balls
loves
for us.
left field. She
does.
loves the third baseline. This might might be interesting.
She's hit a few foul balls.
Heads up, Lance.
Yeah, no kidding. And they're going to come in hot. So we got
Oh,
I just drew a blank.
Addie Jensen.
Nope, 22. Meyer.
Jada Meyer,
Jada.
pinch running
I was
for
gonna call her
Lexi.
Justina Jalissa. I was going through all the girls' names.
Yep.
And I was like, I know this is not.
Yeah, so we have Jada Meyer running for Lexi.
And she's heading down.
That's actually a really good throw.
Oh boy.
She better get down now.
Maybe wasn't the
Oh
best
no.
choices there.
She gets. Hope we're
Hope
going to talk
gonna-
about it.
Yep, something's being challenged here a little bit.
Lance doesn't agree, and she is safe.
So they must. I'm thinking she must have dropped the ball.
Yep,
at
good job,
third.
Lance.
Okay, that's. Yep, he's explained it too. He had the bad angle. The umpire or the ump at the plate had the bad angle, and the other one had a good angle. Ooh.
Oh,
And-
and another hit by McKenna gets
Yes.
past the
Oh,
left
McKenna's
fielder.
gonna keep
McKenna's
moving.
going to keep running. That will score Jada. Ties up the ball game, and McKenna ends up at second base.
Awesome.
Good
McKenna just
job.
proved us wrong.
Yeah, she did.
She sat back and
She was
waited.
like, Jody's.
Knock it off. All right, this
right.
brings up Josie Jewell.
All right, come on, Jose. Trade places with McKenna here.
So the score is 1-1. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Saints are the home team.
Saints just have 1 out. You got to keep moving.
It's not. Yeah, I have to. So that was a wild pitch, I believe we call it. I don't know what I just did here. There.
So that is a sac fly by Josie. We'll bring it in McKenna.
All right, so I did turn the volume up a little bit more here. We'll see if that works.
Hopefully a little bit better volume. Okay, so Saints have 2 outs now after the sac fly, but that did score McKenna Norby, so the score is 2-1 in favor of the Saints. Lila Knowlton batting. Ooh. She
Yep,
did did cross the barrier, so that will be a strike.
Tried to hold it back though.
Yep.
So 0-2 count for Lila.
Ball low.
1-2 count.
Ooh,
Sounded
nice
good,
ball
yeah.
by Lila up the middle. Saints will keep going here. That brings up Lake and Evans. Lila Knowlton at first base. Saints have 2 outs.
So it sounds like Lakin pitched a pretty decent game tonight.
Yeah, good for her.
Ooh, ball
Good
in
ball,
play.
good
hard
ball.
hit out
That's
to left.
another single by Lakin.
Advances Lila to second. They'll hold her up at second base.
Nice job.
Saints
Here
have
comes
runners at 1 and 2.
Olivia Damaris up to bat. Keep this inning going.
Saints do have 2 down. Score is currently 2-1 in Saints' favor.
There we go. Good
Good
ball, good ball. Oh, good hustle by Olivia, but just a couple steps short from the throw from short to first, and that will round out the first inning. Saints lead 2-1.
Lila had to be kind of careful there. It almost looked like she was going to run into that girl
Yeah.
as she was fielding the ball, which would have been an out for us either way. So getting beat up.
No. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm so violent.
All right, so let's go through our outfield again here, just for some people probably didn't get logged in right away. So we've got Lexi Poole is pitching, Paige Myers at catcher, first base is Alexis Klein, second base Lila Knowlton, shortstop is McKenna Norby, third base is Lakin Evans, left field Josie Jewell, center field JC Johnston, and right field is Newman Knight. This brings up their batter number.
Top of the second inning. Saints lead 2-1.
What number is this girl?
This is 2 or 12. All right. 2. Number 2.
Must be a Schmidt. Now we can't hear anyone. I don't know what's going on. Do you want to look at this audio next weekend and see if you can?
Yeah.
These are closed in hospital.
Hopefully that's a little bit louder, Saints fans.
My understanding we're getting the static and
Trying to balance the volume and the static. That's a bunt. Lexi to Al for out number 1. Nashua has a base runner on second. Saints now have 1 out. folks. 0-1 count.
All right. One of the Saints fans said now they can hear us better, so hopefully
Good,
whatever
good.
we just did there is going to work. Ball's in the air to Alexis. She calls off Lexi. That gives the Saints 2 outs. Score remains at 2-1 Saints.
Oh, there you are. I think for what?
Oh. Foul ball.
Yep, foul ball.
Foul ball. So we start with a strike.
I believe this is their shortstop now batting.
Number 3.
Nope. This is the pitcher.
This is okay. Swing and a miss.
E. Callis.
Okay. 0-2 count. Saints have 2 outs. Need to wrap this up. Good pitch.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, goodness.
High.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs.
Top of the second.
Saints 2. Nashua 1.
Balls.
McKenna Norby, nice
Out.
grab.
Great catch from McKenna.
Yep, way to go get that.
That's 3 outs for the Saints. That'll take us to the bottom of the second inning.
Yes, and the Saints did a very good job of putting the bat on the ball the first inning. So we hope to see that continue. Olivia was our last batter, so I'm guessing that brings up
Alexis Brine.
Alexis JC Top?
Or Laney. Alexis
Laney?
I don't think we had a DP, did we?
Olivia?
Oh, yep.
Okay.
So we'll see who she's batting for, I guess.
Yes,
Might be a surprise to us.
it might. Well, the girls should be nice and tired tonight, Jode.
I think so. Well, they had some good snacks today, the way it sounds. Some sandwiches and fruit.
Nice.
I don't know what they did all day, though. They had quite a time frame to just kind of, I think, chill
Yeah,
out.
because they wrapped up in Manly around
Oh,
3-ish.
Yeah, I would guess. And the bus ride over here is maybe an hour.
Yep.
Maybe it's a little bit longer. I don't even know. So maybe they just came. I know they got a little spot over there. They've like a little camp area under the shade that they just maybe hung out. It's a nice day to be outside.
Nice.
All right, so here comes Alexis Brine up the bat.
We're in the bottom of the second, and Saints lead 2-1.
I'm guessing the girls had plenty of team bonding today.
Yes. Yep.
All right, let's get us rolling here, Alexis. Ball's hit up in the air. Could be one of those blooper deals to the shortstop, and she's out.
Yep. It brings up Lainey Hannah.
So Olivia was the designated person for JC. Ooh, ball's in the air again. Shoot.
High ball.
Get to the second baseman, and she's out.
All right, that brings up Macy Meyer, top of our lineup. Rally on 2 here.
Macy struck out her last time at bat. She's going to poke one out there this time. Ball high. I think that was the ball she swung at the last time when she struck out, matter of fact.
She adjusted.
Yeah. She has a hard time laying off those higher ones, it seems like. There it is. Ball's in play.
High
Right out
fly
to left
ball.
field. fielder.
So after 2, the score remains 2-1, Saints.
So 3 up, 3 down. She didn't have to throw many pitches that inning. So that takes us to the top of their lineup. For their catcher, designated player, and then right fielder will be up. We are definitely trying to work on the sound situation, Saints fans, so we're waiting for Candle Genius to get back to us so we kind of know what we need to be doing to get this under control. So please bear with us. We're going to keep announcing until we know for sure what we need to do.
So we're starting off the top of the 3rd, and Jode said it's the top of their lineup.
Top of their lineup.
Yes. Start with a strike there.
Ball's in play, hit out to center field.
That'll be a single for Nashua.
Wasn't catchable. Good hustle by JC. Puts a runner at first base for Nashua. So again, we are in the
I don't know.
unplugging it. What unplugging it mean?
Like that? Like the little rectangle thing? I would think. I believe up to bat for the Saints should be Lexi Jewell, McKenna Norby, Josie
A
Jewell.
little cotton ball on top of them.
And that shows, well, it showed you talking, so let's see if that does anything. If not, we might just have you just use the Miro sound, and then you can, on that sound part, you can actually
Does he
use
wanna
your
see
phone
this
as the mic. But
You-
you really not do that, so.
You want to
Hopefully
see
that
what
helps.
we've got going on in the phone situation?
You want to see the audio mixer?
Oh. It's worth a look for sure.
Can you see that?
Wait a minute, okay, you're in aux. Oh, yeah. Let me look up, number one, Zane channel. Let me see your aux. What volume are you at?
Like
Let's see, go.
3/4 of the way?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looking at the sound coming in. I don't see the static. So, I think you're good there. Go to, show me the broadcast screen.
Started the process and
You're getting good at this.
I
Hey,
know.
sound coming in, like, let's say nothing for a moment and see if that thing's picking up sound.
every chance is
Picking up something, that might be wind. I'm not sure.
It is windy,
here.
yeah.
Oops.
Oh, Saints fans, it is windy. We are live with Candle Genius trying to fix our audio problem.
I kind of want to.
Okay, so up to bat here is Lexi Jewell. We're in the bottom of the third. Saints lead
Let's do broadcast.
2-1.
Okay, call me back if you need. Okay, bye.
Good ball, good ball. Get down, get down, get down. Oh, that's a good catch by the center fielder. Nice diving catch. Good ball by Lexi, but that'll be out number 1 for the Saints and brings up McKenna Norby.
What do you have your mic on?
I'm on 6 now because people keep telling me to turn it up. Put my hand over it and see if that helps the wind. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're not quite sure if it's the wind down here, folks, or what with the sound, but we're still working on it.
So Mr. Candle Genius says it's all better. So whatever we did, we are back to something.
Good job,
so.
Jode.
Good
figured
job,
out.
Jode.
Okay, Saints fans, let's recap. We're in the bottom of the third. Saints lead 2-1. We have 1 out. McKenna Norby's up to bat currently. And that
hit.
should be a base hit for McKenna.
That was a nice off-speed pitch, and
Yeah, it
McKenna really
was.
kind of had to reach and.
Yep, she waited and all the things. That will bring up to bat Josie Jewell. She had a sac fly last time up to bat.
Got to string together our hits. Ball high.
Oh.
Ball high again. 2-0 count. Count, 1 down, runner at first base for the Saints. We are in the bottom of the third inning. Ooh, ball's gonna be in play. Get up, get going, get going,
Get down,
get going,
get down.
get going.
That
We
will
gotta
get down. Good base running by
good.
McKenna.
Yes.
Those are tough.
in there. Yes,
Yep.
got to go halfway on those.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're gonna get yourself out at.
That's right.
On the throw.
Yeah, those are tough. Yep, halfway, and I think the general rule is the closer the ball is to the base, the closer the base to the base you need to be. But
So now we got Lila
Everyone's
Knowlton up to
safe.
bat here. She had a good hard hit. Was it up center field?
yes,
Last up to
yep,
bat,
she had a
if I
hard
remember
grounder up
correctly?
the middle.
Runners for the Saints on first and second.
And just 1 out, so we need to score these runs.
There it is.
Swing and miss.
0-2 count. She's got to really protect up there. There it is.
There,
Nice
good ball.
hit.
Good ball, Lila.
Good hit for Lila. That's going to go to the center field.
that will
That's gonna
score one.
McKenna. All right.
And
Way to
we
go,
end up with
Saints.
runners at 1 and 2. We score McKenna Norby, brings the score to 3-1. And Lakin Evans will be up to bat. Just one out yet for the Saints. Ball in play. That's a tough one.
Ooh, tough blooper.
Another
Gotta
blooper.
get going, gotta
Josie,
get going,
get to
gotta
the
get going.
base.
Ooh, she's going to
Josie.
overthrow it. We should be scoring
Josie,
there. Yep.
Josie. And she will
Lila's
score.
going to get to third, no problem. That'll work.
So we get an extra base for everyone on the overthrow. We end up with Josie scoring. Runners at second and third, and Saints are up 4-1.
Here
Still
we got
just one
Olivia
out.
Damaris up. Ooh, good, another
Jeez,
good hard hit.
Holy cow, she
knocked
almost
the
took the
pitcher out.
pitcher's head off.
Oh, that was a
Nice
good
ball,
hit.
nice ball. That will score Lila. 5-1 Saints. Good gracious, that girl's life just flashed
I know.
before my eyes,
I'm
Joe.
glad she has a face
Nice
mask
ball,
on, but man,
Olivia.
I could have really hit her in the head.
Yep.
Good hard hit.
Yep.
All right, this brings up Alexis Ryan. Runners on first and third for the Saints. Only one down still. Bottom of the third inning. Ball's up in the
Ball in
air.
play.
We got to get back Olivia Damaris.
Good call by Coach Norby over there at first base for Olivia to get back. Olivia listened. So Saints have runners at first and third now.
And this brings
2
up Lainey
outs.
Hannah. Ball's in play. We
Balls
got to
in
run.
play. That's
we gotta
tough.
Run.
That's tough. Everybody's going to be
That
safe.
is called one of those. Oh boy, this is going to be trouble.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I like the aggressive base running. She went after the throw.
Just don't think she probably had a big enough lead off at that point,
Yep.
but it is what it is. So we're moving into the
Yep.
top of the fourth inning. Saints had a good,
Yeah.
good string of hits there.
End up 5-1 after 3.
Absolutely. Let's keep rolling.
Let's do it.
How's my chin?
There's a small dent. I think it'll heal quickly.
I just don't want to be like having like a little blood spot, you know?
Nope.
Okay. This isn't a little rain cloud that's going to come over us. Just shower over Allison.
Just the field. Just our field.
Yeah, we don't have much wiggle room for any cancellations for this week, so hopefully we get to play all of our games
Yes.
and get our conference stuff all taken care of for the week.
Yes, we are full up until the 4th. And then the girls have their first regional game next Monday, 5 o'clock, against Turkey Valley at Jackson Junction. Love to see all the Saints fans there and in attendance. Generate some energy for the girls.
In addition, we tried to stream from Jackson Junction last week, I believe it was, and we really didn't have much luck getting any signal. So, you know, unless we have maybe some different equipment, I really don't know what the plan is for that.
Yeah.
We can't guarantee that it'll be live streamed
It
because of
was
the
a tough spot
yeah.
to have connection.
So,
So, show up to the field, Saints fans. Girls need your energy that night as they start their postseason battle.
so I believe this is their number 4 batter.
And we have a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
We went from a really bad volume to like perfect volume now. It's funny.
That'll be 1-ball, 2 strikes.
So I believe this is their
We're in the top of the 4th. Saints are up 5-1.
12. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. This is their number 5. Oh, Bailey Bond is her name. Oop, ball's in play. Hit out to right. Looks like it's foul ball.
Foul ball.
it is. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch,
Got her out.
Lexi. Good
Got
job,
third
Macy.
strike. She kind of went the wrong way anyway. She would have been out
Yep.
of baseline. So
Way to stay with it, Mace. That's one out for the Saints.
good start for the Saints. That's a big one to get out. This brings up number 2, who's playing third base.
Ooh.
Foul ball. It's 0-2 count now for Lex. Good start for her.
Yep. Umpire got it in the chest there a little bit, but he's got his padding on. He says he's okay.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Yep.
Not too often do you have an ump go down with injury. They get pretty padded up. Ooh,
Nice pitch.
Great pitch.
2 strikeouts for Lexi
Nice
this
little
inning.
low one there. It wasn't.
Yep. All right, Saints got 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Where are we at here now, Joe?
This is A. Schmidt, and she is
Nice pitch.
the center fielder.
Okay.
Ooh, good miss.
Yep.
1-1 count, 2 down. Score is 5-1. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Saints are leading. Swing and a miss.
Good job, good job, good job.
That ball looked like it was in the same spot as the last one.
It was. She
Went
just
ahead and
won
went
this
after it.
time.
Yep. Helping us out a little bit.
Yep.
There we go.
There it is. Nice.
Great inning for Lexi.
3 up, 3
3 up,
down.
3 down. That's
nice
awesome.
job. Let's keep hitting, Saints. Let's keep hitting.
All right.
We left off with Laney.
So Macy is up to bat.
Top of the order for the Saints. Macy, Lexi, McKenna.
What is it about pitching that's different than the outfield? Oh, really? Yeah. Are they going to do it on X-ray? Yeah. Back off. Yeah.
For another one?
What are you doing? Oh. It's funny that those things are considered lucky and all they are is weeds. Four-leaf clovers, they're just weeds. And they're considered lucky. All right, here we go. We got
Yep.
Macy Meyer up to bat. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Score is 5-1. Saints lead.
Let's score some more runs here.
Yeah, I would like. I'm not going to say what I was
Yep,
just going
yep.
to say because
I
I,
hear
think
you,
the last
Joe.
time I did that,
Yep.
I jinxed us.
Yes.
So,
We're on the same page, though, Joe.
yes, I think we are.
Let's just do this.
Ball high. Ooh, looked like a nice ball, foul ball.
Yep, out of play. So Macy's at a 1 ball, 1 strike count.
Come on, Macy. Nice level swing.
Good eye.
Ball high.
Ball low.
3 balls, 1 strike. Out of play.
Foul ball.
Full count for Macy. She's going to win this battle.
You're fine.
She's coming through. There it is. Ball's in play. Hit the shortstop. She's out
Over
at
to
first.
first. It'll be 1 down for the Saints.
This brings up Lexi Jewell to bat. That's 1 down for the Saints. Score is 5-1. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Ooh, back at that pitcher. Again, that pitcher's had some action tonight. She about had her head taken off.
Okay,
And then
another
she took
good
a
ball by Lexi.
hard hit there. She catches it. I think
I
she's
will say she
shocked
has
a little bit.
had some good balls this season that have been caught by
Yeah.
fielders, but good reflexes by the pitcher.
Scary to be a pitcher out there
It
to
is.
have to take some of those balls off your legs. And
Yep. McKenna Norby, 2 outs for the Saints.
I think the pitcher was still kind of shocked. She
Yeah.
caught that too, to be quite honest. She
I
was
think
kind of
you're
laughing
right.
out there. So good catch, good reaction
She
for
was
her.
kind of probably thinking, holy smokes.
Yeah. Who's next? Who else wants to take me out? Oh, we got an 0-1 count for and 2 down. McKenna Norby's up to bat. 1-1 count. Must
Let's
be
go, Kenna.
senior night here for the Bearcats, or
Yep, we
we
got
have
some.
some streamers
Yeah.
and some decoration up. Two one count. Ball low. 3-1.
Let's go, McKenna.
There it is.
And McKenna goes down to first on balls.
Walks as good as a hit. Gets us a base runner. This brings up Josie Jewell. Saints do have 2 down. Ball's in play.
Oh my goodness.
Hit out to center field, and it's caught.
Shoot.
That'll take us to the top of the 5th inning.
5-1 Saints.
I got people sitting on my back porch tonight watching the game, and they need to know what the score is. Do we share that with them now, or do we hold them in suspense?
I just said it.
Oh, shoot. I must have missed that. All right. Keely, the score is 5-1. Saints are leading. We are in the top of the 5th inning. We are the home team. And I got to figure out who's up to bat. So it looks like number 15's up to bat for so this is their 8th batter, and she is playing shortstop. Is up to bat.
Let's recap the players on the field. I don't see any changes right this moment, but it's Macy Meyer catching, Lexi Jewell pitching, Al Frine at first, Lila Knowlton at second, McKenna Norby at short, Lakin Evans at third, Josie Jewell in left, JC Johnston in center, Lainey Hanna in right.
All right, let's go, Lex. 3 up, 3 down, just like last inning.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Ball's in play.
Okay.
Hit to center field.
That'll be a leadoff single for the Huskies.
All right, here comes their pitcher to bat.
Where is she at in the order, Jode?
She's number 9.
She's number 9.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's get an out here.
E. Callis is her name. I don't know what her first name is, but
All right.
ball's in play. Hit out to JC. Ooh, almost caught it there. Just
Good
hit off
try
the
by
tip of her
JC.
glove.
Get the ball in. Get it in.
Advance the runners to third base, so second and third.
Okay.
Would have been an awesome catch had she caught it, but it really went off kind of the tip there of her glove.
Yep.
So no outs. And Nashua has runners at second and third. I wonder if we're going to maybe see some bunting action here. I hope we're ready for it.
Yep. Hello.
I am glad we got the early game tonight instead of having to wait till
Yeah.
after the...
That's going to be a late night. Back to back for the Huskies tonight. They're going to play North Butler right after our game is finished here.
Count is 1-1.
Watch the hands.
Yep, she's there.
Oh, good pitch. Good
Nice
pitch.
off-speed pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Saints need an out. In the top of the 5th here. Saints lead 5-1.
Ooh, up, up, up. In front
Right
of you,
there,
in
right
front
there.
of you, in front of you. Sorry, Saints fans yelling. If anybody didn't realize, that ball was in front of Macy. It's hard to be a catcher.
It is.
We all got to communicate to her as best as we can. It's a foul ball.
Play.
So we got a 2-2 count. No outs. Runners at second and third for Nashua.
Yep, let's get an out here. One at a time.
There it is. Oh,
Another foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
all right. Finish her up here, Lex. Come on.
Full count.
Hey, win it, Lex. You got it.
I'll be back soon, don't worry. Yeah, I know.
Ooh. Oh, must have been an inside pitch. He didn't like that.
I guess. Okay, so we have a force at home. Bags are hot. We need an out anywhere.
This brings up their number 2 batter, who is their designated player.
Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready.
Just got to get the out. Get an out. Ball's in play. Hit to Lila, but in between her legs.
That'll score a
That'll
couple
score
runs.
a couple runs, yep. That'll put runners at first and third for Nashua. No outs for the Saints. Score is currently 5-3 in Saints' favor.
All right, 1 out at a time. Let's go.
Here's called strike. This is their right fielder up to bat. Ball low. Ooh, got her!
Oh, she's out.
She totally got her, yep.
Yep.
Nice play from AC Lakin. Had a nice
Yes.
Nice
Got her
place
glove
for her
right in the right
glove,
spot.
yeah.
Yep.
That was a perfect play. All right.
1 out
that-
for the Saints. Saints just have there's a base runner just on second now.
Foul ball.
Saints have 1 out. Scores 5-3 Saints.
Count is 1-2.
Foul ball.
There it is. Ooh, inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Saints have 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Saints lead 5-3.
There
There
it is.
is.
Called strike. Way to go, Lex.
That's 2 outs for the Saints.
All right, this is 26.
Yep, we need to wrap up this half of the 5th and go hit.
This is their first baseman that's up to bat. I'm pretty sure she had a good hit out to center field
Okay.
last inning. Good start for Lexi. 0-1 count. Ball low.
All right.
Good miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nashua does have a runner still sitting out at second base. Swing and a miss. I'd give her another high one like that again.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There it is.
Yep. Oh boy,
Go get
this
that
could be
ball. Go
trouble.
get that ball.
This is trouble, yep.
Get
Get
it
it
in.
to 2.
Get it in. That'll score a run. Brings the score 5-4. Saints still lead. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. We're going to need to get this last out and go hit.
All right, so this brings up Bailey Bond, who is playing second base. And Bailey's name is the only first name we know on this list. For some reason. Oops.
There's a fence there.
Yes. The Jojo both jumped that time. The ball's coming back at us and we jumped. Oh, starting
0-2
off
count.
hot here for Lex. She's got an 0-2 count.
Good
Swing and miss.
pitch.
Great pitch.
Nice little
I think
off-speed
Macy
pitch
thought
there.
that was, or Macy thought maybe she had dropped it a little bit, but I don't think she did.
Nope,
She went ahead and
she
tagged
had
her
it
anyways. just in
securely.
case.
Just in case there was a question. Okay, now Saints we gotta get these runs back. They do lead still 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th.
And it seemed like a long time ago that we bat, so I don't know who's up. Looks like Lila Knowlton's up to bat. I think she's 1-1 for the day.
2-2.
She's 2-2?
I think she's, well, I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember now.
I don't know either.
But either way, I know she had
She
one
at least
hit
has
for
one hit,
sure.
yep.
I remember that hit. I just don't remember what she did the first inning. Or her first time up to bat. I don't think it was the first inning. All right, let's go, Lila. Start us off. So we have Lila, Lakin, Olivia, I believe, is the next, or our 3 batters that are up. Start us off.
Yep, the Saints need a big offensive inning. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Saints lead 5-4.
Good pitch. That was a called strike, so we got an 0-1 count. That was low. 1-1. One, 2 count. She's got to protect up there and get her bat swinging. Foul them off if it's close. Ooh,
Good
ball's
ball.
in play. Nice hit out to center field.
Yep, leadoff hit for Lila Knowlton.
Man, she might be 3-3 for the day.
She might. That brings up Lake and Evans.
All right, no outs for the Saints, and we got a runner at first base. The score is 5-4. Lakin's gonna bunt. It's up in the air. Caught by the catcher. Need some help?
No, I think that might be.
Okay.
Yep. Got to get that bunt down, but that's one out for the Saints. Brings up Olivia Damaris.
Oh, yeah.
Ball high. One 0 count, one down. Lila Knowlton's running at first base for the Saints. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike. Saints have one out here in the bottom of the 5th. They lead 5-4.
All right, now she's got to protect. 1-2 count.
Let's go, Olive. You can. You got this.
Go. Yep. Ball in play.
Run it out, run it out.
Fielder's choice.
Lila's out at
Out
second.
Good play by Nashua.
Olivia is safe at first. 2 outs for the Saints. Brings up Alexis Frine.
Let's go, Al. You can. You got this, Al.
Ooh, ball's
Ball
in
in
play.
play.
Short. Another. Oh, she drops it.
Stay on the base.
Yep.
Everyone's safe.
Yep. That's kind of a tough deal there for
Yep,
Nashua.
so on
but
fielder's choice, the throw is not caught. So Olivia, everyone is safe. We have runners at first and second. Brings up Lainey Hanna. Saints have 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
I think it's Laney's turn here. She
Yep.
needs a
Let's score these runs.
foul ball.
She's on it.
Yep. Saints got a rally on 2. Ball high. One count, 2 down. Bottom of the 5th inning. Saints are leading 5-4. Ball inside.
2 balls, 1 strike. Any ball in play, everyone's got to be on their
Yep.
horse.
Also known as running to score, running to score.
Running to
We
score.
need some more runs.
Go, Laney. Be big in there. You can.
Go. Ball's in
Oh,
the air.
yes, that's hard.
it's a
That's hard.
blooper.
Everybody stay on the base. Everybody
Yep,
stay
get
on the base.
Yep,
That's an infield single by Laney.
yep.
Loads up the bases and brings up the top of the order for the Saints.
Those are tough to get to as an infielder.
Yep.
They look like they're coming right at you, but they're really slow and
Yep,
they kind
gotta
of.
have a backspin on it,
Yep.
and it's kind of a no man's land. And
So this brings up Macy Meyer. She's the top of the lineup. Saints have 2 down. It's going to be a big at bat for Macy. She needs a base hit.
yep,
at
let's bring in
least.
some of these runners.
Ball high. Get back!
Oh,
Oh boy, this is going to be trouble. Oh, she's not going to throw it home.
all right. So on the pickoff attempt, Olivia's hitting the head on the helmet by the ball. She's safe, but the ball is deflected, and so Olivia gets up. She scores. Saints lead 6-4.
Ball's, ooh,
Ooh,
hard hit.
Out of
ball.
play.
Down, out,
foul
foul ball.
Foul ball. So still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th for the Saints. We have runners at first and second. Macy Meyer is batting. Saints lead 6-4.
Ball low.
Low.
2-1 count. Ball high.
Runners advance on the pass ball.
Whoops, and where was Lainey? Didn't go there. She probably should have got herself to second, but
Yep.
it's 3-1 count.
First and third runners.
Oh,
Ball's in
high
play.
the air.
Everybody run. Everybody
Yeah,
run.
we are running. Blooper ball.
Run, 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 run.
And she's throwing it home. Where is she going with that?
So Macy will end up at second, and Lainey at third. Al scores, making the score 7-4 Saints here in the bottom of the fifth. We have 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And that will bring up to bat Lexi Jewell.
But that's what he does.
You think?
She's been hitting the ball hard.
She was the one who had the ball hit, right?
Yeah, but center fielder made it.
All right, so Nashua just did a little regroup action. We've had a slew of hits and on bases, and they've had a couple errors in general. So they took a timeout to regroup. We've got Lexi Jewell up to bat now. We got runners at second and third.
Need some good contact with this ball.
Ball low. We're not going to go and do anything with it. I don't think Lainey would have made it home anyway.
Yep.
Ball
Didn't
wasn't
get
too
too
far behind the
far,
catcher,
yep.
so that's a 1-0 count for Lex. Ball high, 2-0 count. Ball
Ball
low.
low. 3-0 count. See what she gets this time around. I'm guessing Lexi's not going to swing at this next pitch.
Yep. Yep,
And
ball
she
low.
walks.
So that base is loaded for the Saints, and we have McKenna Norby up to bat.
Yep. Be a great time for a big hit by McKenna.
All right, score is 7-4. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ball low. She hasn't thrown a strike in.
If you pitch, yep.
Yep, I think that's
I'd
6
just
in a
be
row she
patient,
hasn't
yep.
thrown. So McKenna needs just to kind of hold off, I think. That
Yep.
would be my opinion, but
Yep.
there it is.
There we
All
go.
right. 1-1 count.
Come on, McKenna.
Ball high.
Still be a little bit patient here.
Mm-hmm.
Another ball. 3-1.
count.
Bottom of the fifth. Saints have 2 outs. Bases loaded. They're up 7-4. McKenna Norby is batting. She has a 3-1 count.
Ooh, ball's in play.
Oh, fair ball. Fair ball.
Oh, he's calling it fair.
All
wow.
right, that's going to score a couple runs.
Yep. On the bag. Yep, good job, Lexi.
And,
Smart
yep.
base running. I was thinking she was going to round it there, and I was like, oh my goodness, that girl at third had the ball. So
Yep. So we end up with runners at second and third. 2 runs come in, making the score 9-4. That brings up Josie Jewell.
that's a good hard hit for McKenna down the line there.
Okay, Josie needs to do her job.
Is that her mother speaking?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh,
Fair
another
ball.
Good.
Fair
We're
ball.
going.
That should score another
That was
couple.
a good hard hit.
Josie will end up on second, and 2 runs will score again. 11 to 4 Saints.
Those are pretty tricky to get over there at third base. They're right on the line, and she's kind of playing a little bit in. So that brings the score 11 to 4 in Saints' favor. Saints have really rallied with 2 outs.
And it is the 5th inning here again, so that brings up, we are ahead by 7.
Ooh, yeah.
If Saints do score one more run, either this inning or next inning, without the Huskies scoring any more runs, then the game will end early.
And we've batted all the way through our lineup. Lila was our first batter this inning, so that's exciting for the Saints.
So we need Lila to stay hot and drive Josie in here.
So they're going to have a switcheroo of pitchers. Is there a certain amount of warm-up pitches they can get if they're coming in like this, or is it?
I wanted to say it was 5, but
Yeah, he was kind of counting. That's why I wondered if there was a certain amount.
you know, Nashua's regular pitcher, I believe, is Callie Jansen, and I have not seen her out here tonight, so I'm not sure if she is just gone
Or are they saving her for the next game? Because they do have another game to play
they
yet
have
tonight.
a doubleheader tonight too. Yes, so that could be very well their strategy.
You said her last name was Jansen?
Yep,
No, she's not
Callie-
even in the game.
Okay.
All right, Lila Knowlton.
All right, patience, I think. Josie needs to be on her horse on any pass ball.
Ooh, that was a pretty close pitch, but he did
That
call it
was.
a ball. 1-0 for a count. Again, the score is 11 to 4 in Saints' favor. Ball high.
And I think this was all done on mostly done on 2 outs, Jode.
It was because we hadn't scored.
That's right.
We hadn't scored a run.
So kudos to the Saints for a big 2-out rally.
There it is. Called
right.
strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th, Saints lead 11 to 4.
Oh,
Okay.
outside. She's going to have to protect now.
Yep.
Counts 2-2 and 2 down.
Runner on 2.
Runner on 2. Here we go with our 2s again. Ooh, foul. That's
she
a good
stays
one.
alive.
Foul
Yep.
it off, yep. It might have been a little high, but you never know. It's close enough. You got to do
That's
something
right.
with them. Just
Gotta
don't go down
protect.
looking. Don't go down looking. There it is. Ball's
There it
in
is.
play
Ball's in
for
play.
Lila.
That will
Yes, that'll
end the ball
score.
game, folks.
Josie.
Josie will come in.
Ooh,
Lila
good
safe
job
at
for
second.
Lila. Yep, not a great slide, but she
Nope.
got there.
She's safe.
That score. That is the game.
That is the
Yay
ball
for the
game.
Saints. Have we had an 8-run roll game yet ourselves? I don't know. We've been 8-run
Yeah.
a few times.
I feel like we've had one, but I can't remember who against. But we did it tonight, Joe.
We did. I'm pretty proud of these
It's nice
girls.
to
They
be on the
had-
other side of it.
It is. They had a very busy day. They played Central Springs rather well today. So that's always good to see. You know, some of those teams that have been doing very well, just to get us to go and compete is such a big deal. And
Yes,
then tonight to
yes.
come in 8-run these guys. So
Good day for the Saints.
good day for the Saints.
Tomorrow we will be in Northwood for a varsity doubleheader at 6. Wednesday at home versus Newman, varsity JV at 6. Thursday back here in Allison against North Butler, varsity JV at 6.
Got to get back down here and get a Bearcat burger.
That's right.
So, anyway, signing off. The boys baseball, they are in action as well tonight, so you can tune in. They're playing North Lynn in Waterloo. So,
That's a wrap.
that's a wrap, Saints fans.